watch. Okay, here's my outline for fit. You'll want to watch the last thing here. Actually, you'll want to watch the short video I gave you about fit, except for the last part about stem, and I'll explain why. Your number one most important fit adjustment is your seat height, and your legs will be slightly bent with your pedal stroke all the way down. But do look at the video. Now, the rest of this, I just want to explain how to adjust fit. And some adjustments can be done easily, and others could even require another part. To change the seat post height, all you need to do is loosen again the seat post clamp or collar, slide the seat up and down, and tighten it again. Again, not over tighten. I know I stressed that, but I've broken them before, so it seems worth mentioning. Okay, now for the saddle, you can move the saddle. You can move the saddle forwards towards the handlebars or farther back to dial in your fit. It will slide on seat post rails, and you can move the saddle farther down, or nose down or nose up, and all of that is done with a single bolt, which is. Can't see it here. Can't see it here because of my clamp, but this is at the bottom of this piece on the back of the seat. And if you loosen it a little, you'll be able to slide the saddle back and forth. You have to loosen it more to be able to make it go more nose down or more nose up. Start with the seat level. That's normal. Some people like it a little up or down. I like it a little down. A lot of men like it a little up, and I can't imagine why, but it's true. Intuitively, I would have guessed the opposite. Now, you can also adjust your stem height. So, I have spacers here. The light is terrible for this, but I have two spacers below the stem and two spacers above the stem. And you can loosen this first and then remove the headset cap and change this, pull off the stem and remove the spacers and change them any way you like to make it lower, a little higher, by increments. If that isn't enough, however, for stem height, then you will have to change stems. It's not a very expensive thing. I can help you find not a very expensive replacement. You can pay a lot for really good ones, but I will help you find not very expensive, very good replacement. If you need a different stem length, and I'm a little worried you might, because I gave you mine, and as you know, I have that Yogi Bear Park Ranger build, so mine might be a little too long for you, just as my seat post height would be shorter than yours. And if that turns out to be the case, I can help you figure out how long of a stem you need. But I hope this works. It probably will initially. I've given you a very upright riding position, and that's for comfort. It's a relaxed style. But if you get into cycling on the road cycle a lot, you may prefer a more aggressive style. Over years, I've actually come to prefer a more aggressive style. So you'll want the stem then lower and possibly even a less of an angle stem, which again requires replacing the stem. So that's how you adjust the front fit. Those are the most important things to know. You can radically adjust the stem height, by the way, by just flipping it. It's meant to go either way. For a very aggressive style, you could flip this, but because the stem has a big angle, chances are that's going to be too aggressive. I think it would be too aggressive for me, but if you get into racing, maybe that might be right. Okay. Well, those are the ways to adjust fit, and fit is important. I just want to mention that because I've had repetition injuries before from poor fit. You can get your back can hurt. You can get leg injuries from having the wrong seat post height and things like that. In fact, there are even ways to tell if it's too high or too low based on what kind of injuries you get. So you want to get this as close as you can to right, and definitely watch that video. All right, that's fit.